Question 20, the continuation of Biology Paper 1, 5090-2020 ECZ paper. So 21, the diagram below shows a section of the human brain which is labeled with which of the labeled parts is responsible for memory. Okay, I was too quick. So the answer there is B, the forebrain. This is your forebrain or the cerebrum. That's your cerebellum, the brainstem, and then you've got a pituitary gland. Somewhere there's the hypothalamus, and the base of the brain. But it's B. That's the part for memory. Number 22. Which part of the ear transmits vibrations from the outer ear to the inner ear? That's which part of the ear transmits vibrations from the outer ear to the inner ear? Cochlea, no, the cochlea is found inside the inner ear. The eustachian tube, no, this is just a tube that helps to maintain pressure between the middle ear and the outside, which is because the middle ear is air filled. The inner ear is fluid filled. The pinna is actually the flap, the ear flap, the outside fleshy part of the ear. So the only appropriate one here is the three ossicles or the ossicles. My answer there is 3. I mean C, which is actually 3. Number 23, the diagram below shows muscles and bones of the upper arm. Okay, so you've got those muscles. That's your humerus, that's your radius, your bicep, your tricep there, the scapula, the ulnar, your elbow, shoulder, and the like. So which of the following correctly identifies bones P, Q, and muscle R? P, that's your humerus, yes. Then Q, that's your radius. Then R, that's your biceps. Okay, the biceps. 24. An experiment was carried out to investigate growth responses in maize seedlings. At the beginning, after 5 days, what type of response is being investigated here? They're showing light. Okay, they're showing light. My answer there is D, positive phototropism. The plant was growing directly towards light and not away from light. Number 25, the diagram below shows differentiated cells. Okay, they are plant cells, you can tell. Which of the cells A, B, C, and D above are parenchyma cells? My answer there is C. Okay, parenchyma cells sometimes are just referred to as ground tissue. They are parenchyma cells. My answer is C. Number 26, the diagram below shows 2 germinating seeds. Ground level, you can tell that these seeds are germinating differently. What type of germination is illustrated in P and Q? P is epigeel and Q is hypogeel. In epigeel, the cotyledons come out together with the plumule, while in hypogeel, the cotyledons remain in the soil. The plumule comes out by itself, the shoot comes out by itself. This is common in legumes like the bean plants. This is common in cereals like maize. 27. Which of the following asexual methods of reproduction is used in propagating sweet potatoes? In propagating sweet potatoes, stem tubers. You can plant sweet potatoes just using stem tubers, and they'll grow. Question 28. After a plant has produced flowers, which of the following is the correct sequence of events that follow? After producing flowers, pollination, fertilization, seed formation. Flowers are reproductive organs for plants, so that's the correct sequence there. Number 29. Which of the following is an important reason for seed dispersal? It reduces competition between seedlings. Yes, if all seeds fall on the same patch of land, they will compete for resources. Okay, these others are not so appropriate. Number 30. Which of the following causes of infertility results from having multiple sexual partners? Blocked oviduct? No. Yeah, no. Fibroids? No. Ovulation disorders? No. These sexually transmitted infections? Yes, you can share these, and if you have multiple sexual partners, they'll share generously whatever STI they might be having. So D is the answer. These STIs can damage the reproductive system, which may lead to complications that may lead to being infertile. 31. The diagram below shows a developing fetus in the uterus. What does fetal blood Where does fetal blood become oxygenated? In D. Oh, I didn't even label this one. Fetal blood gets oxygenated in D. The maternal blood and the fetal blood doesn't naturally mix. Okay, but some maternal white blood cells may cross the placenta. That's our placenta region. So foodstuffs or nutrients and also oxygen exchange occurs at the placenta. It's a site for exchange of materials. Therefore, the fetal urea, the fetal waste products like carbon dioxide are released into the maternal blood, and then other things important for fetal development are released into the fetal blood, and then it travels to the fetus via the umbilical cord. A, that's just the amnion. B is the umbilical cord. C is the fetus itself. So number 32. Which of the following birth control methods can affect the secretion of follicle-stimulating hormone in the pituitary gland? Oral contraceptive pills. Okay. Intrauterine devices. Rhythm method. No. Tube ligation. No. This one is more of chemical based, so it will affect the functioning of the pituitary gland. The answer there is B. 33. Which of the following results from meiosis? Production of gametes. Asexual reproduction, growth of stems and roots, repair of tissue, that is mitosis. My answer there is C. Number 34. The genotype of a human albino is recessive. Two normal parents have an albino child. What is the percentage of their next child also being albino? Two normal parents have an albino. This is 25%. You have to carry out some kind of cross. Okay, so if we say A is for normal, small letter A is for albinism, and A is for normal, then that when you cross multiply these, you're likely only to have 25% of offspring having this, the AA combination. So you're going to have this kind of crossing. These are the possibilities, the probabilities once you cross these alleles there. So this is 25% of all the fourth quarter, so 25%. 35. The diagram below shows organisms which belong to the phylum Arthropoda. I can read to this is a crab, crustacean, arachnids from that movie. Okay, and then this is a moth. It's more like an insect, not really a moth. It looks like a fly, exoskeleton, but 6 legs and the like. So which class do these organisms belong to? Arachnida, that's my Y right there. So C and D qualify in this one. Crustacean, that's my Z. That's that. Then finally that. Spiders are not insects, so they don't belong to insecta, but they belong to the Arthropoda phylum. They don't have exoskeletons and they breathe differently. They breathe through special organs known as buccs. These breathe through the tracheal system. So question 36. Which of the following correctly identifies the causes of loss of soil fertility? Deforestation, yes. Late burning, yes. Leaching, yes. Weeding, not really. Not really, because when you weed, you don't really throw away those things you have weeded. Usually you allow them to decompose. So my best answer there is B. B. Question 37. The diagram below shows a food chain. Grass, grasshopper, blue teat, cobra. A blue teat is a bird. At which points labeled PQ and R is energy lost? At all points. At all points. Okay, grasses or plants are producers, then all these that follow are consumers. So at every level, energy is lost. The cobra gets to get less energy compared to the grasshopper. 38. Which of the following factors increase the size of population? Overharvesting. When there's enough food, there will be enough for more people. So people will be healthier, they'll live longer, they'll reproduce. Bushfires reduce populations of insects and other small organisms. Emigrations may not really they affect populations where those organisms have come from and where they are going. Urbanization, yes, it may bring populations into the city, but that can be regulated. But food is basic. Okay, so the answer there is C, over harvesting. Number 39, the diagram below shows part of the water cycle. Which of the following returns most water to the atmosphere? My answer there is evaporation from the sea and lakes. Okay, not transpiration from trees and respiration from animals, but from seas and lakes. The earth is covered in about 70% of the earth is water. So that surface area, water evaporating from that much of surface area is a lot compared to that which is lost over the remaining 30% of land with trees, and part of that land are deserts. So water, whether in solid form of ice or liquid water, evaporation still takes place at all temperatures, but of course the rate differs. Number 40, which is my last question in this paper, which of the following can lead to global warming? Deforestation, yes. Burning of fossils, yes. When you deforestate forests, there won't be trees to breathe in the carbon dioxide produced by other respiration or maybe other biochemical reactions. Burning of fossil fuels produces ammonia. It also produces mainly carbon dioxide and even methane from other reactions, of course. But the thing is, the answer there is A. Okay, the answer there is A, because they contribute a lot of carbon dioxide will accumulate. So let me not talk too much. This is where my second part for this paper ends. That is Biology 2020 5090 ECZ paper for grade 12. And remember to subscribe and leave your comments. Thank you for watching.